You know how it is, for example, when you're doing life, okay, you're doing life, and then you want to get to a certain level in life where you're speaking to people and when you're talking to people, but you also want to be recognized, you want to be true about yourself. You want to have a girlfriend, you want to have sex. For example, you want to be validated, and you want to get to the point where you have a lot of money, you can do whatever you want, you have a lot of status in life. For example, you got a lot of status and you are having sex with a beautiful woman, for example. And now you got the body as well, you got the money, you got the kids, you know what I'm saying? And all this kind of stuff, and you're getting to that position in your life. It's more how, you gotta every single day focus on yourself, focus on yourself getting there. You know what I'm saying? And I know that you get temptations to have sex, you get temptations to masturbate, you get temptations to go back on your habits. But you have to move forward with your life. You have to move forward with who you are. And then when you feel down on yourself, about where you are currently in your life, you just have to process your emotions. You have to process who you are. This means you have to get more aware. You have to be more aware about the person you are. You have to love yourself every single day. And you have to understand that you have to do better in life. Because I know that there are other men right now having sex with women, and they're having sex with beautiful women, for example. And I know how it feels to feel left out. Like those women didn't choose you to have sex with, and those women didn't choose you to have kids with, and those women didn't choose to be with you right now. But this is where you stop seeking their validation. You stop seeking their validation, and you start seeking validation from yourself. You start seeking validation from your own life, from how you're doing life, from how you're living your life. I know you want a woman or a man to be with you right now. And for example, you have to realize that you have to find self-worth and validation from yourself, okay? You have to get to the point where you're going deep inside of yourself for everything you ever need. You understand? And stuff like that. You have to get to the point in your life where you finally understand, hey, now's the time to work 9 to 5. Now's the time to have worldly success. Now's the time to push yourself forward and to achieve a miracle in your life, to have basically world status. You understand? To basically feel like people see you now, that people recognize you now, that people now truly appreciate you and value you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Because I know that you feel maybe invisible right now. You maybe feel invisible about who you are at the moment. That other people don't care about you. That they don't see where you are. They don't know your story. They don't know who you are as a person. And because other people don't know you and don't feel you and then don't see you and they don't know your story and they don't recognize you and they don't appreciate you or value you, that somehow you're a failure or a success or whatever, because you have to realize you're not a failure, okay? You're not a failure. You just have to lift yourself. You have to lift yourself into a status of some kind. You have to understand, you have to get to a point in your life where you feel that you are basically achieving your goals, personal goals in your daily life. That you're achieving something in your daily life. You understand? And it's got to do with self-validating yourself. Validating yourself about your life. You understand? Validating yourself about your life. I know you want to work with people. I know you want to help people with your life experiences, with who you are, and all that kind of stuff. But you just have to get to that position where you can help people. where you can help others to respect you, to do things with you, to help them in some kind of way, and to get to know the community around you. For example, to work with people. You know what I'm saying? You have to work with people. You know what I'm saying? You have to work with people, and you have to do everything in your power to get to the stage where you need to be at. I know you want a woman or a man to go down on you, maybe, for example, or to do things with you in life where it's sexual, where you feel you got validation from another human being about who you are right now. But you have to self-validate yourself. You have to self-validate yourself and keep coming back to yourself. Keep coming back to the person you are. And keep improving yourself every single day. Keep improving your life. Keep improving your wisdom. Keep improving who you are, okay? So when you're improving yourself, you're looking for the best way forward. You're looking for the best way to do things right now. And you're improving your confidence slowly and slowly. You're improving yourself slowly and slowly. Every single day, you're doing much better. You're living your life much better. And you have better goals and better dreams. And you're getting to the stage where you need to be at in your life. You know what I'm saying? You're getting to the stage where you need to be at. But then you feel that other people are ahead of you. You feel that other people have achieved what you want already. And that you want to move up in your ranks as well. You know what I'm saying? I know how the journey is. I know how the journey is because there's always a journey that you can take. There's always a higher level that you can achieve. There's always a higher level that you can achieve in your life. So that's why you have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on your life. And you have to transmute sex into communication. Transmute all that into communication. Start really living your life. Start really helping your life to succeed. Start really doing much better for yourself. So when you do that, you'll grow. You'll help yourself to understand things. You'll get to the best stage of your life. You'll get to a better point of view. You'll get to somewhere that you need to be at. You understand? Because that's what's important.